As a maid working in Saudi Arabia, Lahanda Purage suffered at the hands of a Saudi employer and his wife, who constantly physically abused her, at some point sticking at least 24 nails and needles into her body. Purage is just one of the thousands of Kenyans lured to the Middle East with promises of better paying jobs, only for the nightmare to begin once they land in those foreign countries. Statistics show that out of 2 million foreigners working in the Middle East, there are about 100 Kenyans doing menial work such as housekeeping and security jobs. Many work very long hours and receive little food, no time off, and pay that is a fraction of any minimum wage if it materializes at all. Many also face sexual harassment. This mistreatment is so widespread that the Philippines, Ethiopia and Nepal no longer let the citizens go to Lebanon to work as maids, though such bans have had little effect. And Kenya is no different. Following the public outcry over the mistreatment of its nationals, the Kenyan government has temporarily suspended recruitment and export of domestic workers or housekeepers to Middle East countries with immediate effect. Here's the catch. Most maids get their jobs through sponsorship systems, so their immigration status is tied to their employer. Now, these employers can repatriate them at will and prevent them from changing jobs, and in some countries like Saudi Arabia and Kuwait, stop them from leaving the country. In some cases, agents, most of them in Nairobi and Mombasa, are minting millions of shillings at the expense of gullible job seekers, majority of them women. The recruits are transformed into objects of trade, where they help agents mint millions of shillings while wallowing in misery and poverty. These agents get up to 500,000 for each Kenyan worker who boards a plane, for instance, Saudi Arabia. Victims allege that the agents have infiltrated the Kenyan Ministry of Immigration, where the clients' passports are processed with ease and speed. Once the workers arrive in Mid-East, they get employment contracts designed to favor the employer. By last year, an estimated 100,000 skilled and semi-skilled Kenyans were in the Mid-East, most of them who endured mistreatment, with many losing their lives there. Just last month, a Kenyan woman was killed in Dubai as she was reportedly assaulted at a car park by a group of young men as she waited to board a taxi. Among the Kenyans who have faced difficulties in the Arab states include Carol Wangui, who after just 3 weeks of torture in Saudi Arabia forced her deportation to Kenya last Monday. She is nursing serious back injuries and has stitches following abuse by her employer. Another victim, Mariam Zuberi, has complained of working under very harsh conditions and general mistreatment since flying to Saudi Arabia 8 months ago. Another case which appeared in a section of the local media is the case of a Gilgil family which says their daughter is being detained against her wish in Saudi Arabia, where she is being physically and sexually abused. Kenya will no doubt welcome the suspension, but it is obvious that the government can't stop those keen on traveling. Mala Kivila, KTN Prime.